side. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffaloes offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys
turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs, and make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucks!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. Williams will pass. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. BYU lines up quickly. Got it behind the line. It's Staley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun. Wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Extra point here will tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Lewis wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. BYU right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams looking for a man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Cougars need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line.
He's into the open down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Got room to work. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lewis to throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
BYU 14.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. 3rd down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What has to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Cougars want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're facing a 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes will try to convert on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Off-play action on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down, just throwing an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12. Every single...
There he goes! Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Using the quick game. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Williams looking for a man. That's caught. It's Staley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. BYU lines up. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Welch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the foot. And picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Corners are walked up tight. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Here we go. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Lawson. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. Touchdown Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going to sling it on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out.
Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Here comes the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
40, BYU, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. BYU right back to the line. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Phillips. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
With the catch, it's Callahan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU with the 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gaines. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just keep slinging it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all. On that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short kick.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Gibson. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. BYU lines up quickly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously it was inaccurate in his pass.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. BYU has this offense clicking.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Cougars in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cougars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
BYU.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They just keep firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick release by the QB. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Lewis wants to pass. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and it's an easy call for the referees.
Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Leaves it with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Mars. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown at him.
There he goes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. BYU right back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Williams will pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Bringing the heat. Slings it downfield. Can't quite make the connection. To let him a little too much. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him, and you can tell that.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down set.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot, see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Mind the change now on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires left. Found the spot in the defense. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a big gain. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Williams looking for a man. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today.
Looking for the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. handoff. Keep working on that clock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct running downhill.
And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown Cougars. How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor.
How fast did this game just...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And they'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins.